Ladies, we are here tonight on the show. How's everybody doing tonight on a Monday, man? So we got a show tonight, man. A bunch of news going through. No, not really. I thought there would be no. Honestly, I thought there would be more news here on a Monday. There's not really a lot, but we got enough to shoot the shit about here on a Monday. We have enough to shoot the shit here on a Monday, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So the biggest thing that's being reported right now is that Triple H is looking for a smaller WrestleMania card. They're saying that the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal might not happen this year. I guess he only wants to go for people that he feels really makes sense to be on the show. You know, maybe earn it. I think it's more about the storyline making sense. I don't think he's just going to make anything up, just have him on. So maybe, I don't know. I mean, you're looking at possibly what, like 6 hours altogether with it's split up in 2 nights, right? The first night, 3 hours. The second night, another 3 hours. So that's going to be interesting to see if maybe he has 10 matches and maybe maybe 5 on night 1, 5 on night 2, maybe even 8 matches, maybe 4 on night 1, 4. That could be a possibility. That's what I'm going to guess. He does somewhere between 8 to 10, and then he has, whether it's, 4 or 5, and then on the other night he has the other 4 or 5. That's what I'm thinking, because that's how his pay-per-views have been. He only does like about 5 matches per pay-per-view. So, I mean, that seems the way he goes. So, I would assume because there's 2 nights, there's going to be up to 8 to 10 matches. But, well, obviously, because there's 2 nights, they're probably going to be split up into 4 to 5 a night. But it's going to be interesting to see in the future, if he doesn't want to have that big of a card, do they go back to just one WrestleMania, one night? Because... what about the tickets? That's a lot of money they would lose if they only go back to one night. Well, you could replace them with maybe like either an NXT pay-per-view or maybe the Hall of Fame. You could probably, the Hall of Fame's kind of like getting squished in there on Fridays after SmackDown airs. They seem to have lost a spot for the Hall of Fame by adding that night to the WrestleMania. So maybe they could bring the Hall of Fame back to Saturdays and just have WrestleMania maybe on Sunday. And then you probably have about maybe 5 to 7 matches on that one night, the matches that make the most sense storyline-wise. It's going to be interesting to see because last year by this time, they were still obviously booking WrestleMania 38, but they have already said WrestleMania 39 will be in Los Angeles, and it will also be 2 nights special, where this year they already announced WrestleMania 40 is going to be in Philadelphia, but they have not announced that it's going to be a 2-night. So I'm wondering, is there a possibility that maybe next year for WrestleMania 40, they go back to 1 night, since Triple H doesn't like to do big cards. Something to keep an eye on for next year's WrestleMania. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go around. WWE, man, expect to go hard over some AEW stars in the next few months. Obviously, I said Kenny Omega expected to expire in November. Then in January, MJF. And then in April, coming up here in about 2 months, FTR contract expires. The Young Bucks are also due to expire sometime in 2023. But a lot of people are saying that a lot of what could if Tony Khan were to bring back CM Punk, that can affect what Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks do. They're saying they could make them lean more to go to WWE if Tony were to bring back CM Punk. Obviously, they're also liking the way they're treating Cody Rhodes. They're saying that's making Kenny Omega more open-minded about going to WWE. The way they've been booking Cody Rhodes the last few months. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, man. Because, I mean, you're going to bring CM Punk back and then you're going to lose. You already lost Cody Rhodes. Now you're going to lose the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Ooh, man. It's gonna be interesting to see, man. CM Punk, man, still posting stories on Instagram about like an apology. I know Danhausen, FTR been supporting him. FTR saying, "Oh, he invited a lot of guys out to dinner. He would buy Starbucks coffee for the ladies." I think Mark Henry said something about bringing him back. There's definitely people that are defending him, but we'll see what happens, man. Oh man, I don't know if if the price to pay by bringing CM Punk back is potentially losing the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. I don't know if it's worth it, man. Then, obviously the awards were given out by Dave Meltzer, and then, a bunch of them were by AEW guys. And then AEW started tweeting them out, congratulating the wrestlers. And FTR said, "Tell me it's not April how does it go? Tell me April isn't closed by not telling me April's closed." Pretty much saying that they're trying to suck up to FTR since their contracts are up. So who knows, man? Obviously I was joking that maybe Dave Meltzer secretly worked with AEW, and that's why he chose all the AEW wrestlers and matches. Who knows? But FTR thought they were sucking up. I don't think necessarily Dave Meltzer, but more like AEW for congratulating them for winning the awards. But who knows? They're saying that obviously, like every year after WrestleMania, expect some NXT calls up. Obviously, one of the biggest one could be Grimes. He had a dark match before SmackDown this past Friday. So we'll see, man. But yeah, obviously, maybe Carmelo Hayes. Some guys could. I think they gotta reload that SmackDown roster, especially if Roman Reigns loses the WWE Universal Championship and takes some time off. I don't expect Roman Reigns to be booked for either Backlash, King of the Ring, or Money in the Bank. So they're definitely gonna need to fill out that SmackDown card because they got to bump up again, like maybe a Drew McIntyre, Sheamus. I don't know. They're gonna need to then replace them in the mid card, so they're definitely gonna need probably some help on SmackDown, especially if Roman Reigns were to. And then Bray Wyatt and Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross has been a huge disappointment. Bray Wyatt, I don't think has been as big as we thought he was gonna be. So they definitely need some help with that SmackDown roster if Roman Reigns takes some time off after losing, if he were to lose the Universal Champion. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. I think let's see here. I think there's more news over here. They're saying that John Cena said in an interview, he said, Austin Theory to me has what it takes to be a main eventer. So there was a lot of rumors that back in the end of the year, it was going to be John Cena versus Logan Paul, but now it's been switched to Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins and John Cena versus Austin Theory. So is it possible that John Cena was the one that told him, "Hey, I'd rather work with Austin Theory"? Who knows? But apparently he thinks highly of the kid. Let's see here, more stuff. Let's see. We have more stuff over here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, like I said, not a lot of news for a Monday. I thought there would definitely be more news, but it's whatever. Let's see. So this is the Mark Henry quote about bringing CM Punk back to AEW. If I was in charge of AEW, I would bring him back. And I would bring him back with him saying to Wrestlers World not to apologize, but just state the facts. Grown men will disagree and things will be said that probably shouldn't have been said. So Mark Henry explaining why he would bring CM Punk back to AEW. So they have a big show apparently in Toronto on March 4th. And now they're advertising Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn once again for the Universal Champion. I believe this show is going to take place, I believe, on a Saturday, right before Revolution. But I don't think it's going to be televised. But I think they announced some other stuff for this. I forgot what it was. But now they're announcing Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn for the Universal title for that show on May 4th. Excuse me, on March 4th, which is Saturday. I think it's next Saturday, actually. Interesting. And then Bailey, they asked her about Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks, coming back, and she said she needs to come back to me. You know, I need her. I need my travel partner. I'm gonna say yes. Like, I'll never give up hope that she'll come back eventually to WWE. Bailey obviously wanting Sasha Banks to come back. We'll see what happens. I think that was about it. Jesus Christ, I lost my spot. But I think that was about it. Not a lot of news here tonight, man. On a freaking Monday. All right, I think I'm done. All right, well, that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, I'm out. Holla.